तमाम साथियों को या अली मदद. Thank you for joining us this morning. Inshallah, we will continue with our Baitul Khayal Mulaqat Farman, Atlanta, USA, March 17, 2018. Let's begin with Imam's blessed name. Nur Maulana Shah Karimul Husaini Hazir Imam. या मौलाए मेहरबान मदद फरमा, या मौलाए मेहरबान मदद फरमा, मदद फरमा. या रहमान या रहीम या करीम अल अकरम. 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 नूर मौलाना शाह करीमुल हुसैनी हाज़िर इमाम. या मौला तौफीक ताहिद हिम्मत व यारी मौला. तौफीक ताहिद हिम्मत व यारी मौला. तमाम साथियों को एक बार फिर या अली मदद. आज हम यहाँ से इस फरमान को आगाज करेंगे जहां पर हमने उसको पिछले हफ्ते रोका था. मौला फरमाते हैं, when you sit in bandagi, remember that one of the most important things is that you cannot be wrong. This two line, that's what we had stopped last week. In our previous Faramin, we see Mullah says, you cannot be wrong or you will not think that you have failed, as there is no such thing as failure. But here Mullah is using the word wrong. When you sit, remember that one of the most important thing is that you cannot be wrong. Why? Because in our worldly matters, we are always thinking of things in success and failure, in right and wrong. Matter of fact, there has been time that I have been asked, what is the right way to sit in bandagi? आपने दूसरे फरामीन के अंदर देखा है कि जहां पर मौला ने फरमाया कि याद रखें कि जब आप इबादत में बैठते हैं तो वहां पर सक्सेस और फेलियर के बारे में ना सोचें. यहाँ पर मौला फरमाते हैं कि आप राइट है या रॉन्ग है, इस तरह बैठे हैं कि उस तरह बैठे हुए हैं, ये सही कर रहे हैं कि वो सही कर रहे हैं, ये ठीक है या ये ठीक नहीं है. डोंट थिंक लाइक दैट, क्योंकि हम दुनिया में अक्सर चीजों को सही और गलत या तो सक्सेस या फेलियर के तौर पर देखते हैं. सक्सेस या फेलियर के तौर पर देखते हैं. लेकिन इबादत इस तरह से नहीं है कि जहां पर फेलियर और सक्सेस के लिए हम सोचें. नाचीज ने खुद इस लाइन के ऊपर जब पूछा जाता है तो बताया है कि किस तरह से बैठना है, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ इस बात को भी समझाया गया है कि जो भी आपको अच्छा लगे, जिस तरह से भी आप कंफर्टेबल फील करें, आप इस तरह से बैठे। बल्कि नाचिज को ये भी याद है कि किसी ने बताया कि फला फला वाइजिन ने कहा कि आप पांव लंबे करके ना बैठे, पलंग के ऊपर ना बैठे, ये करते हुए ना बैठे, वो करते हुए ना बैठे। और नाचिज ने समझाया कि आप इस तरह से बैठे जिस तरह से आपको अच्छा लगता है। हाँ, एक तरीका है, अच्छी तरह से बैठने का तरीका है, लेकिन हर एक के लिए नहीं है वो। आप उस तरह से बैठे जिस तरह से आपको अच्छा लगता है। Let me come back into the English. I myself on this very line have explained during some of these sessions when asked how should we sit in bandagi, and I have explained many times that you sit the way you are comfortable, because your health, your body will tell you what is the right way of sitting. No one can tell you. It is not that how you sit, but you sit. That is important part. It is not how you sit, but you do sit in the ibadat. You do wake up for the ibadat and sit in ibadat. That part is important. And there is no wrong way of sitting. Yes, I remember I have shown, I demonstrated how our dais, bagas, arifin, if their body allows, there is a way we are supposed to sit, but it is not required, because your body may not allow you. Your back may be weak, your knees may be hurting, you may not be able to sit on the floor. So you sit the way you are comfortable. That is the important part. Yes, there is the right way of sitting, but if your body does not allow you, your health does not allow you, if your back does not allow you because you have a knee problem, you have to stretch your legs, then so be it. As long as you are waking up for ibadat, that is the important part. So don't let anyone tell you how. Does everyone understand this point? It is very important. So let's start with this line of Farman. When you sit, remember that one of the most important thing is that you cannot be wrong. You cannot be wrong. We are accustomed to thinking in the term of right and wrong, but in this case, there is no wrong. Just the fact of sitting is already a blessing. Inshallah, it will bring you peace and happiness. it will bring you light, and the light that you will carry with you, not just for one moment, but all through your life. Just sit in ibadat. Just wake up for ibadat. There is no wrong. Just sitting in ibadat is already a blessing. आप बस जागे और इबादत में बैठे, क्योंकि इबादत में बैठना अस खुद ही बरकत और बरकत का बाइस बनेगा इंशाल्लाह। और वो आपके अंदर खुशी ले आएगा। इट विल ब्रिंग यू लाइट, और आपके अंदर नूर की रोशनी होगी, और ये रोशनी एक लम्हे के लिए नहीं, आप अपनी पूरी जिंदगी के अंदर आपके साथ रहेंगी। Not just for a moment, but throughout your life. So it should enlighten your life by the spiritual strength of the light. And with the strength of the Nur, it will give you enlightenment. Inshallah, not only spiritual, but intellectual. Spiritual peace and peace of mind. Inshallah. Enlightenment, you will be able to see things which you normally would not see. You will be able to understand things which you normally do not understand. That's kind of enlightenment. Higher understanding. ना सिर्फ ये रोशनी आपके अंदर सुकून ले आएंगी, खुशी ले आएंगी, बल्कि आपको वो चीजें दिखाई देंगी और वो चीजें समझ में आएंगी जो पहले नहीं आती थी। By the spiritual strength of that light, और आपके अंदर नूर की वजह से एक ऐसा जज्बा पैदा होगा, ताकत पैदा होगी जो पहले आपके अंदर नहीं थी। And I give you my special blessing for success. Khana Vadan, Khana Vadan, Khana Vadan. Mullah say, I seek my Jamaat's understanding that there is no failure. Now Mullah Bapa is talking about this subject. Before Mullah Bapa talks about sitting in ibadat, there is no wrong. Second point, sitting in ibadat, there is no failure. You see, because in our physical world, we are accustomed to thinking wrong, right, success, failure. I will do this, I will get that. That's our normal understanding in physical life, not in our spiritual life. I seek my Jamaat's understanding that there is no failure. So when you sit, you are concerned that that maybe you are not sitting correctly. I say to my murid, do not fear failure. You see that? We do think that sometimes. Should I sit this way? Should I sit that way? Yeah, if your body allows you, there is the right way. But just sitting in ibadat itself is success. There is no wrong way. There is no wrong way. So forget about all of the things that Our elders used to tell us, but listen to Imam's Farman. What is Imam telling you? I remember an elder lady telling me one time that she used to go to Ibadat Jamaat Khana every morning until one time she heard in one of the wise that she could not stretch her feet sitting in Ibadat in Jamaat Khana. And she stopped going to Jamaat Khana. After many years of not going to morning Jamaat Khana, she made myself, me, I told her that is not right because this is not what Imam is saying. Imam is telling you sit in ibadat and that is it. How does not matter. You want to sit on a chair? Perfectly fine. You want to stretch your feet? Perfectly fine. Whatever makes you comfortable. I'm not saying the ALWAAZ was wrong. Maybe he did not explain completely. There is a right way of sitting. But if your body does not allow you, if your health does not allow you, then what is important? That you come and sit in ibadat. That is important part. Not how you sit in ibadat. आप सब तमाम समझिए इस बात को कि कभी एक लेडी ने मुझे बताया कि वो रोजाना इबादत के लिए जमात खाने जाती थी. एक दिन उसने किसी अलवाइज से सुना कि आप पांव लंबे करके नहीं बैठ सकते हैं और उसने जमात खाना जाना बंद कर दिया. जमात खाना जाना बंद कर दिया उसने. फिर कुछ सालों के बाद उसकी मुलाकात नाचीज व गरीब से हुई. जब उसने मुझसे ये बात कही तो मैंने उसको समझाया कि आप देखें कि मौला पापा क्या बोलते हैं, इमाम क्या फरमाते हैं. इमाम फरमाते हैं कि आप आकर बैठे. किस तरह से बैठना है वो आपके ऊपर है. कुर्सी पर बैठना है, जमीन पर बैठना है, पांव लंबे करके बैठना है, घुटने वार कर बैठना है. जिस तरह से आपको बैठना है आप बैठे. मैं नहीं कहता हूं कि अलवाज गलत था. शायद वो पूरी बात नहीं समझा पाया जिसकी वजह से जमात का नुकसान हुआ. हाँ, एक तरीका है सही तरह से बैठने का, लेकिन कभी कभार हमारा जिस्म, हमारी तबीयत, हमारी हेल्थ उसकी इजाजत नहीं देती है. आप बैठे जिस तरह से आपको अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन इबादत में बैठे. ये इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है. So let me come back. So when you sit, you are concerned that maybe you are not sitting correctly. जब आप इबादत में बैठते हैं तो शायद आपका ध्यान जाता है कि मैं सही नहीं बैठा हूं, मेरे को यूं बैठना चाहिए, मेरे को यूं बैठना चाहिए. आप जैसा भी आपको अच्छा लगे आप बैठे, लेकिन इबादत के लिए उठे और इबादत के लिए आए, इबादत के लिए जमात में जाए. आप आराम से बैठे जैसा आपको अच्छा लगे. And there is no failure. Do not fear failure because there is no failure. The moment you are sitting, you are already in success. नाकामी की तो कोई वजह भी नहीं है और मुमकिनात भी नहीं है. जैसा ही आप बैठे, आप खुशी के साथ बैठे और कामयाबी कामयाबी कामयाबी, क्योंकि इबादत में बैठना ही कामयाबी है। The moment you are sitting, you are already in success. You may be touched, you may not be touched, but you are already blessed. So you should sit in peace, in happiness, in search, and inshallah, you will find that light. हो सकता है कि वो नूर आपको छुए, आपको ना छुए, लेकिन कामयाबी आपके साथ है इंशाल्लाह। आप बैठे easily, nicely, sit, do not worry about how, inshallah, the success will be yours. You will find that peace and happiness. Mullah said, I would say to my spiritual children, if inshallah, as I hope every one of you is successful in your search, keep this as an individual blessing. It comes to you individually. What is that? Mullah said, I hope every one of you will be successful in this search. Keep this as an individual blessing. मुल्ला ने फरमाया, मेरी उम्मीद है कि आप तमाम के तमाम इसमें कामयाब होगे और ये आपकी जाती ब्लेसिंग्स होगी। आप उसको अपनी जात तक महदूद रखें और किसी को बताने की जरूरत नहीं है। My spiritual children, sit in peace, do not be greedy, keep in mind that this is a matter of soul, of spirit. It is not a matter which you control yourself. If you want a glass of water, you extend your arm and you pick up the glass of water and you drink the water. Cause and effect. In this matter, that does not exist. It does not exist. So sit in peace, sit in humility, sit in searching, and inshallah, you all will be successful. Now, this subject we have spoken about many times. I believe everyone understands that when we sit in ibadat, we cannot say, because I'm doing this, I must get this. There cannot be greed involved in our niyat, in our intention, in our thinking. Because this is not a physical matter, but it is a spiritual matter. It is a matter of your soul. आपकी रूह और आपकी बातीन की यहाँ पर बात हो रही है, यहाँ पर जिस्म की बात नहीं हो रही है। आप नहीं कह सकते कि मैंने ये किया तो मुझे ये मिलना चाहिए। आप लालच की नीयत से ना बैठें, क्योंकि ये मामला जिस्मानी नहीं बल्कि रूहानी है और आपकी रूह के लिए है। दुनिया के अंदर जब हमको प्यास लगती है तो हम पानी का ग्लास लेकर पी लेते हैं, लेकिन ये ऐसा मामला नहीं है। This is not that you can just raise your hand, extend your hand and get the water and drink. It is a matter of spiritual, matter of your soul, matter of your batin. Just sit in peace and in humility. सुकून के साथ बैठे, आराम के साथ बैठे, खुशी के साथ बैठे। We already explained in this very Farman what does it mean searching and seeking in our last week's session. Do listen to that so you know what is the difference between seeking and searching. Two different individual words. Inshallah, Mullah says, you all will be successful. मौला ने फरमाया इंशाल्लाह आप तमाम के तमाम इसके अंदर कामयाब होंगे आमीन. If inshallah you are successful, keep in mind what I have told you. This is an individual blessing to each one of you. Do not discuss it. Do not try to share it. Do not try to illustrate it, because people who have not set and not experienced this enlightenment, they will not understand. They will not understand what you are talking about. So keep this as a special blessings for each one of you, and I give blessing for success. क्या फरमाया मौला ने कि मेरी ख्वाहिश है, मेरी उम्मीद है कि तुम तमाम के तमाम इसके अंदर कामयाब हो, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ याद रखना कि ये आपकी इनफरादी कामयाबी है और इनफरादी ब्लेसिंग्स बरकत है. ये आपके लिए इनफरादी है. आप उसको डिस्कस ना करें लोगों के साथ, समझाने की कोशिश भी ना करें, दिखाने की कोशिश भी ना करें, क्योंकि वो जो कभी इबादत में बैठे नहीं है, जिन्होंने कभी इस चीज का अनुभव नहीं किया है, एक्सपीरियंस नहीं किया है, तजर्बा नहीं किया है, वो नहीं समझ पाएंगे कि आप उसको क्या बोल रहे हो, क्योंकि वो कभी इबादत में नहीं बैठे, उनको नहीं पता है कि आप क्या बोलना चाह रहे हैं. बस आप उसको अपने पास रखें और किसी से इसके बारे में डिस्कस ना करें, क्योंकि वो नहीं समझ पाएंगे. अगर कोई इसके अंदर कामयाब है तो वो समझ पाएगा, मगर अक्सरियत में लोग नहीं समझ पाएंगे. Because those who have not experienced this, they will not be able to understand what you are trying to say, explain, or show to them. If there was one who was successful in this ibadat, then he would. But we are not talking about that one, but we are talking about the common, who have never said in ibadat, who is not successful in ibadat. How would they ever understand what you are trying to explain to them or to show to them? They will not be able to understand. Therefore, it is better that you do not try to explain. And if you are successful, you will be touched by that light. And if inshallah you are successful in your own ways, keep that to yourself. Here, I would like you to pay attention. You will be touched by that nur. Pay attention to that. Because nur will come to you in many shapes and form. But you will be touched by, enlightened by that light. The light may come to you as didar or as touch or as sound, but the happiness and the peace will be equally great. Remember that part. Because it is not just light that you see with your eyes, but the nur can enter your body, your soul in many different ways. And if that is the thing, then inshallah you will find it how this light will bring you peace and success, inshallah. So Mullah says, and if you are successful, you will be touched by the light. And if inshallah you are all successful in your own ways, keep that yourself. It belongs to you, nobody else. If you are successful once, I wish that you will be successful many times. Now, this part is very important. Very important. That if you are successful once, that does not mean you are done. It does not mean you are done. Because Nur and the success of the ibadat may come to you again and again and again and again. That is one mistake that some of the Jamaati members do because they do not have the ilm nor they understand the Farman. So when the first time they are touched by this happiness, the spark of light, the nur, they think they are done. My brother and sister, that is just a beginning. There are many steps in the Rohaniyat. I hope everyone understand that part. Inshallah, when you are touched, there will be many more experiences. Keep your ibadat, continue on your ibadat. Be humble. Inshallah, not once, but many times you will be touched. Because sometimes the nur will come in the sound form, touch form, didar form, light, happiness, smell, taste, many kind of didar. Keep your ibadat, continue your ibadat. Inshallah, you will have all of the experiences. Not one, but all of the experiences. Inshallah. If you did not understand what I just said, ask question. I will be more than happy to explain again. यहाँ पर मौला ने आपको एक राज की बात बताई और वो ये थी कि एक मर्तबा नहीं, इंशाल्लाह नूर आपको बार बार नसीब होगा, अलग अलग तरीके से आपको नसीब होगा, क्योंकि नूर का दीदार हर हमेशा आंखों से नहीं होता है, कभी आवाज की सूरत में, छूने की सूरत में, सूंघने की सूरत में, टेस्ट की सूरत में और लाइट की सूरत में, दीदार की सूरत में, अलग अलग तरीके की खुशियां, जब आपको एक मर्तबा दीदार हो तो ये समझ कर ना बैठ जाना कि आपका काम खत्म हो गया, बल्कि अभी अभी आपके इस रूहानी सफर का आगाज हुआ है. सो कीप योर इबादत, आप इबादत जारी रखें अपनी और ज्यादा लगन के साथ. If you are successful one, I wish that you be successful many times, and I wish that you are all be successful. You all be successful at least once. If you are successful, be happy, be grateful, but also be, how should I say? Then Mola explained this part. How should I say? A little mean, a little mean. Keep it to yourself. Now, this part, if you are in this didar, in this time when Mola Bapa said, Mola Bapa must have made little bit mean with the biggest smile on Mola Bapa's face. What does it mean when you are successful? Mola Bapa said, let me see, how do I explain this to you so you may understand? What he's saying, in this particular matter, keep this to yourself. Everything else in life, you must share. Everything else in your life, you must share. But when it comes to this particular matter, keep it to yourself. That's what I was saying. That how should I explain this to you? How should I say this to you? That this is one thing you do not want to share. In this matter, be a selfish, little bit mean. But that is the easiest way for Mola Bapa to explain to us. Just be yourself. Be yourself. And do not share this. Do not share this. Keep it to yourself. That is yours. It does not belong to anybody else. Do not share it. Do not talk about it. Keep the light with you. But don't try and share it with others. It cannot be shared. So seek. Inshallah, you will be successful, and I give you a special blessing of success. Khanavadan, Khanavadan, Khanavadan. मेरे ख्याल में ये पार्ट हम अच्छी तरह से समझ गए कि ये ऐसी चीज नहीं है कि जो हम किसी के साथ शेयर कर सकें। दूसरी चीजें जो जिंदगी में है उसको हमेशा दूसरों के साथ शेयर करने के लिए ताकीद की जाती है, लेकिन जब नूर और वो खुशी, रूहानी खुशी की बात आती है तो आप ना शेयर करें, अपने पास रखें, उसको अपने पास रखें। Inshallah, Mullah Baba says, all of you will be successful in this. So seek, inshallah, you will be successful. And I give you special blessing for success. Khanavadan, Khanavadan, Khanavadan. Let's try to understand this paragraph and then we will stop. In the past, bowl was given with a naksh. I have chosen not to give you a naksh at this stage. So practice in humility. I think of all the things that I would wish to tell you this evening. The most important is humility. Is humility. That's the part I wanted to cover today. Because that one question that comes up many times in our session about the bowl, the word that you can sound it out, and the naksh that Mola Bapa gives some time. How do we go about that? You can see everyone does not have naksh, and Mola Bapa gives naksh sometime and sometime it does not. It does not. If you have both the word and the naksh can be the calligraphy form of your bowl, a written form of your bowl, or whatever Mola Baba wished to give you so you may concentrate. Let's say you do have a bowl, but not a Naksh. But you need a Naksh to concentrate. Let's say that you need a Naksh to concentrate. Look at how easy that is. You find your bowl, you know your bowl. If you know how to write down your bowl, write it down during the daytime when in your privacy, and remember that Naksh. Remember that Naksh. If that word helps you, then you can do that for yourself in your own privacy. Write down your bowl, look at it, and remember it. Or if you can imagine, if you without even writing it down, if you can look at it in your Quran, online, in some books, if you can look at that bowl, you find your bowl. Try to remember their bowl. Now, if that's what it takes you to concentrate, then use that as your Naksh. You already have the bowl. Now you can concentrate if that is what you need. But not necessary Imam would give you Naksh every single time. Because it is the bowl, even the bowl is symbolic. It is the concentration and sitting in ibadat which is the important part. So everyone understand this part. हम सब इस बात को समझ गए हैं कि कभी कभार ऐसा होता है कि मौला नक्श नहीं देते हमको, खाली बोल देते हैं। फिर आप कहते हैं कि नहीं मेरा ध्यान नहीं लगता है, मुझे नक्श की जरूरत है, तो देखें कितना आसान है। आप अपना इसमें आजम या तो कुरान के अंदर से, या तो किसी किताब के अंदर से, या ऑनलाइन जाकर अपने इसमें आजम को ढूंढ ले, जब आप आराम से अकेले हो और उस पर ध्यान करें, उसको देखें और उसको याद कर लें। अगर ये आपको मदद करता है इबादत में तवज्जो के लिए, अदरवाइज आपका बोल ही आपके लिए काफी है। अगर आप लिखना चाहें तो आप लिख भी सकते हैं। लिखकर अपनी आराम से अकेले जब हो उसको याद कर लें और फिर उस पर तवज्जो दें। लेकिन इबादत करना वो जरूरी है, इबादत में बैठना जरूरी है। बोल आपको समझ में आए वो जरूरी है, कि बोल क्या कह रहा है आपको, वो जरूरी है। अब आखिरी नुक्ता, द लास्ट पॉइंट that we will talk today, and that is practice in humility. I believe in last 3-4 years, especially those listeners who have been in this session for years and years and years now, all of you are blessed with this understanding. Do not talk about your ibadat. Don't mention that you wake up for ibadat. Don't show off that you are going to morning Jamaat Khana. Be humble. Sit in humility. Practice in humility. Be humble. Be humble. ये नुक्ता बहुत ही जरूरी है। अगर आप इबादत करते हैं, आप इबादत के लिए उठते हैं, तो पूरी दुनिया को बताने की जरूरत नहीं है। कि मैं इबादत के लिए उठता हूं, मैं जमात से नहीं जाता हूं। आप अपने पास रखें, क्योंकि ये तो आपकी नेकी है। आपको सबको बताने की जरूरत नहीं है कि आप कितने बजे उठते हैं और कितने बजे जमात से नहीं जाते हैं। आप अपने पास रखें। नाचीज ने एक एग्जाम्पल दी थी, हंसते हंसते। I have given this example one time with a very light hearted. And the example I was using this lady. You would ask her, what happened? Why you look so tired today? And she will say, અરે ભાઈ હું શું કહું, ઇબાદત માટે ઉઠવું પડે છે ને 3 વાગે, બહુ થાકી જાઉં છું. મને સવારના 3 વાગે ઇબાદતમાં ઉઠવું હોય છે, એટલી થાકી જાઉં છું કે જેની વાત નહીં. Use that. Don't use that example. You don't want that. क्या बताया, क्या समझाया कि इबादत के बारे में बात ना करें। किसी को बताने की जरूरत नहीं है कि आप कितने बजे उठते हैं। तो नाचीज ने ये एग्जाम्पल के तौर पर इस्तेमाल किया कि पूछा कि क्या हुआ, आप क्यों इतने थके थके नजर आते हैं? શું કહું બેટા, ઇબાદત માટે ઉઠવું પડે છે ને સવારના 3 વાગે, એટલી થાકી જાઉં છું. Could you have used any other excuse? You could have said, yeah, I'm getting old, I do get tired. Or you could have said, yeah, I have been working hard, I get tired. Oh no, I'm not tired, I'm okay, I'm not tired. You could have said anything, but do not try to show, do not try to say that you are, because you are waking up for ibadat. Don't use that, because you will lose your humility. आप कोई भी कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं कि मैं क्यों थक गया हूं, लेकिन इबादत का जिक्र ना करें। उससे क्या होगा, आपकी आजीजी जाती रहेगी. If you use that example, eventually you will lose your humility. Your humbleness will not be there. Be humble. Be humble. Humility is must. So let's stop here. Inshallah, with this point, we will start next week. We still have 2-3 more pages in this Farman to go, and we will continue next week. G, do we have any comments or question?
Ji sir, Subhanallah sir, very beautifully explained, Farman sir. You also very briefly explained how to sit in the bandagi, not to put a hardship on us. Even Allah says in the Quran that Allah intends for you ease and does not intend for you hardship.
Shukran, Shukran, Mola.
Friends, please share your questions in the chat, or you can use the hand raise feature to ask the question. Sir, we have one question in the chat. Sir, in one of your past sessions, you had indicated to lock the palms of the hands in a certain way. Can you please refresh us on this?
We can share the video clip with you if you like, but it was something like this. I don't know if you can see. If you can see my hand on both sides, you can see it, right? So keep it like this if you can, if you are comfortable, and we can share the video clip with you. There is a way of sitting and there is a way of keeping your hand. This will make a continuation. It will help you in making a link in your ibadat of your Isme Azam. So what it does is, when you're reciting the Isme Azam with such a speed that your Isme Azam you will feel will go around you. So starting from here, it will go around and will come back and it will go around you. You will feel that. This is how Sufis, Bhagats, Arifin would sit in their ibadat. And we can share the video clip with you if you wish. There are two video clips. In one, how to sit, and in other one, how to keep your hand locked like this. You can see it from both sides, like this and like this. ये अंगूठा जो है उसको यहाँ रखेंगे और इसको यूं कनेक्ट करेंगे. आप देख रहे हैं दोनों तरफ से मैं दिखा रहा हूं. अब इसको कनेक्ट करेंगे और जब आप इसमें आजम तेजी से पढ़ेंगे तो आपको महसूस होगा कि आपका इसमें आजम दायरे के अंदर घूम रहा है. If you keep your hand locked like this, you will feel, and if your isme azam is fast enough, you will feel that you are making a loop. You are connecting your isme azam. There is no loose end, and you will feel that. And it could help you in your ibadat. So there are two small video clips, about 40 seconds or so. One how to sit and one how to lock your hand. But again, I wanted to remind you, only if your health allows you, if you are comfortable, if you are comfortable. Okay? G.
Okay, so Subhanallah, sir. So we don't have a question in the chat at this time. Friends, you can unmute your device or you use the hand raise feature to ask questions. Okay, so I think friends asking, sir, please talk more about humility. How can we become more and more humble? As Mola says, it is the most important. Explained with some example, please.
G. Very good question. Number one, I would say, to be humble, don't show off that you are waking up and sitting in ibadat. That would be number one. Don't tell anyone that you have to wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, when we are sitting in the evening, oh, I need to go run. I have to sleep early because I have to wake up early in the morning. That's not the way to go. If you want to sleep early, go sleep early. You don't have to tell others that you need to sleep early because you need to wake up early. No. And then when somebody asks you why you are tired, don't use ibadat as an excuse because you wake up early. Don't do that. There's two things I would immediately would change. And then humility must be part of your daily life. When you talk, when you walk, your interaction with your family, your co-worker, your neighbors, be humble. Be humble. Make that part of your daily life. Be humble. And if you do that, you will see that eventually your habit will change. The way you talk, you walk, you interact will change. For example, you know, in our worldly work, sometimes you have to break how good you are. When you are writing an email to somebody, this is just my humble opinion. When you're giving advice to somebody, this is just my humble opinion. Use those words. Show your humility. And as you do that, all right, let me see. I have just found that clip. If you all can see on my screen, if you can see on my screen, Kamlesh Sahib, can you see this clip
Yes,
on my screen?
yes, sir, we can
Yes, we
see.
can see it, sir.
Yeah. So this is the clip because this one has a full picture. It's easy to see. So what I'm saying here, that if your speed of your Ismail Azam is there, this will help you. That's what I'm saying or teaching in this video. If you have a single Ismail Azam, your speed would be about 100 to 120 times per minute. And if you are able to successfully do ibadat with such a speed, you will feel that your Ismail Azam is circulating, and you may even feel a current, a shock. If you are not able to take it, you can undo your hand, but it will continue your Ismail Azam. So one thing I'm showing you here, that normally your Ismail Azam goes up and down or from bottom to the top. But in this particular method, your Ismail Azam will not go from bottom to the top or top to the bottom, but it will be circulating in a circle. And this circle will help you concentrate, and your Ismail Azam will automatically will run in a perfect rhythm. And one other thing I said in this video, you should try during the daytime for 7 days or 11 days or whatever it takes. It is not a 1 minute, one time practice, but it requires a practice, practice of 7, 11, or 40 days. Practice and watch. Okay. So this was the video. And I believe there was one other video that I believe Kamlesh Sahib have shared. Let me see if I have that. And in that video, I'm also showing how to use your hand and your body. Let me see if I have that one. Okay. Okay, this is the same one. All right, there we go. Okay. See, this one is also showing the inside of the palm. What does inside of your palm would look like and outside of your palm would look like. This is important, how you lock your hand. Does everybody see that? It's very easy, it's not that hard. Look inside of the palm, how you're going to lock it, and how you're going to put your thumb to connect. All right. Those are the two videos, inshallah, that will help you connect and continue your Ismi Azam. G. Thank you, Kamra sir, for sharing.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, we have another friends are asking, please elaborate on giving your soul more time, respect, and care.
I'm trying to understand the question. What this
This is
this
from the
person is
Farman,
trying to
sir.
understand.
Yes, sir. This is from the Farman of Imam that I think friends was trying to understand what Imam means by this, giving your soul
Ah,
more.
okay. I mean, if you are looking at that Farman line, you know, right now we are not giving enough attention to our soul. If you all remember, we had a chart that we had made one time. We made a chart and see how much time are we giving to our soul compared to our body, to our spiritual life compared to our physical life. And we took a challenge to mark and see, are we giving enough time to our soul or even attention to our spiritual life? And what did we learn? We learned that we are not even giving correct the zone of our time, because the zone is 12.5%. That is the 3 hours a day that you must give, must minimum, to your soul, to the Imam. 3 hours a day. Are we giving 3 hours a day to our soul, to our spiritual progress? Imam is reminding us, give more time to your soul. 1 hour ibadat is not enough. If we look at evening Jamaat Khana and morning Jamaat Khana, that's hardly 2 hours. That's hardly 2 hours. The minimum requirement is 3 hours. That is the zone of our soul, our time. But I don't think we are giving 3 hours to the Imam, which is required. And that is the minimum, the zone, right? G.
All right, sir. And then we have another question. What to do if you don't tell others, but other people attending Jamaatana go around and tell everybody, oh, she comes to Jamaatana every day, etc. I just ignore. I don't like it, but how many people can I tell? Please do not talk about my life to others.
Yeah, I don't think you can help. And I don't understand, why would everybody will tell others about you? That makes no sense, right? But that has nothing to do with your humility. It does affect your humility, I agree. But what can you do? You do not control others, right? So just ignore them. And I don't understand, why would they be doing that? Yeah. G.
Aziz Bhai,
Kamlesh, for some reason I cannot turn on my video anymore. I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
okay, let me check, sir. You want to try now, sir?
Sure. Okay.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, we
Aziz
Thank
Bhai
you.
Ali Madad.
Yeah, Ali Madad.
Aziz Bhai said it would affect my humility. Why would it if I'm not involved in talking about it? Let the other talk about me.
Yeah, you don't want other to be talking about you either, right?
Yeah, but you don't want to get involved in there. You just let them
No.
be.
Yeah, that's why I said ignore them, right? Yeah, that's fine. Ignore them.
Okay.
You
Thank
know.
you.
So yes. So in our life, in our jobs, in our family, in our friend circle, there would be time that people will talk about you. So how do you reply to them normally? There's a two-way, right? You can go, or you can say, I'm just Garib and Nachis. I'm nothing. Whatever you are saying, that does not justify because I'm nothing. So you always can do that to cut off that conversation. Just cut it off. Or you can ignore it. That's perfectly fine. Just ignore it. Or move away. Get away from it. You do not want it to listen to that because that will bring pride in you and you do not want that. G. Good discussion. जी कामरे साहब
सर याली मदद
याली मदद
सर थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन करेंगे कि सिट इन पीस मुला पापा हमेशा बोलते सिट इन पीस
जी जी या अम, उर्दू में हम किस तरह से कहते हैं धीरज रखकर आराम से बैठे हराहुरी में ना बैठे काम डाउन इजी इन पीस राहत के साथ बैठे हम कभी पीस में नहीं होते आप सोचें कि जब हम बहुत जल्दी जल्दी में होते हैं तो फिर हमारा ध्यान जो है ना वो इधर उधर जा रहा होता है बट व्हेन वी आर काम there is one thing that I remember teaching many times. I don't know if you have done it recently or lately, but when you go to Jamaat Khana, if you go to Jamaat Khana in the morning, go a little bit early. Don't try to get there right at 4 o'clock. You see people rushing in at 4 o'clock. What do you lose? You lose your peace. Get there like early, 3:30, 3:45, 5-10 minutes before 4 o'clock. So you have time to calm down. So you can sit in a peace. Peace of mind, peace of heart. आराम से बैठे सुकून से बैठे जल्दी जल्दी ना करें रश ना करें चीजों को और हमने कभी वह देखा लोग बीच में से उठकर चाय पीने जाते हैं कॉफी पीने जाते हैं you yourself are losing your peace. Why would you get up in the middle of the ibadat for chai or whatever? Do what you need to do beforehand. Concentrate on ibadat. Because if you're thinking about chai in your ibadat, then you're going to lose your peace. Right? Drink glass of milk, glass of water, something cold, if possible, if your health allows you, before your ibadat, and sit in peace. आराम से बैठे जल्दी ना करें सुकून से बैठे ये सुकून से बैठे peace of heart and peace of mind दो किस्म के सुकून आराम से बैठे जी
थैंक यू सर थैंक यू
It's the friends asking, doesn't these 3 hours include seva as well as prayers and ibadat? Please clarify.
No, khidmat does not. Khidmat is your nawafil, extraordinary. You cannot say, and I know you can use all the excuses in the world. I go to 4 o'clock, but I sit outside and I do this and I make a chai. No, you need to give your 3 hours to Mola Bapa and your soul. Making chai does not count in your ibadat. You need to give your the son. It's like saying, I'm not going to give the son because I gave $5 to AKF or Focus, or I gave $5 to some garib in my neighborhood. So I'm going to give $5 less in the son. We don't do that, do we? That's cheating. We don't say because I use $5 for a poor person in my neighborhood, so I'm going to give $5 less in my dasan. No, the son must be pure. Your the son of your time, 12.5% of your 24-hour is 3 hours a day. You want to do khidmat? Good for you. Do it in your own time. That's extraordinary giving. But 3 hours, there is actually Farman like this. You know, we, Ismaili, especially Khoja, we love to make excuses. And I'm saying it lightheartedly, okay? Somebody asked Mola Bapa that because I do khidmat during the ibadat, volunteer, right? Standing outside. Is my ibadat forgiven? You know what Mola Bapa said? When you finish your khidmat, then you sit in ibadat, because your ibadat is for you and your soul. 3 hours is your the zone of your time. Do not cheat in the zone. G.
All right, so the friends will
Sir,
just question.
ऐसा क्वेश्चन है
एक Prasad sir, please hold on a second, please.
Which-
So the friend just asked questions saying, I was not talking about making tea or what you just mentioned, but more like going out of your way to help someone that's part of the zone.
Khidmat is not the zone. If that's what you're asking, khidmat is not the zone, my brother. 3 hours is for your soul and for Imam. Khidmat is nawafil, your own extraordinary good deeds. Simple. Khidmat is your good deeds. Keep doing it, but no excuse. Give time to your soul. 3 hours is your the zone of your time. Do not cheat in that. G. Come in.
Aziz Bhai, yani Madad. Yani Madad, Aziz Bhai.
G. I thought Farzana was saying something. Go ahead, Karim Bhai, and then Farzana. Go
Aziz
ahead.
Bhai, yani Madad.
Yani Madad.
એક ખુલાસો જોઈતું હતું ને એક બીજો દાખલા રૂપે કે તમે જે વાત કરી ને મોલાની વોલન્ટિયરની જે પૂછ્યું હતું એ જ પ્રમાણે એક બીજો દાખલો હતો કે મોલાએ એક જે રાઇટ શેર કરીને એની બારામાં પણ દાખલો ચોખટ કરી હતી મોલાએ કે તમે રાઇટ બધાને આપો છો પણ એ રાઇટ એ પ્રમાણે આપો કે તમારો ઇબાદતનો વખત તમે ગુમાવો ના.
Absolutely. બિલકુલ ઠીક છે. સહી કીધું તમે.
અને બીજું વાત તમે જે આની બારામાં કરો છો કે 3 કલાક જે હોય એ મોલાને આપણે સુપ્રત કરી આપે તો આપણું જો વાંચન હોય ઇબાદતનો ફરમાન મોલાના જ્ઞાન છે એ બધું એમાં લેખાય ને એ 3 કલાક.
જી. જ્ઞાન, દુઆ, જમાતખાનામાં જાઉં, જમાતખાનામાં બેસું, તસબીહ કરવી, ઇબાદત કરવી, ગિરિયાવઝારી કરી. બપોરના 12 વાગે આપણે ઘરે બેસીને 5-10 મિનિટ તસબીહ કરીએ છીએ. એ બધું કાઉન્ટ થાય. યાની કે જે પણ તમે પોતાની રૂહ માટે કરો છો, ઇબાદત, બંદગી, ગિરિયાવઝારી, તસબીહ, એ બધી કાઉન્ટ થાય. ફરમાન વાંચવું છે, જ્ઞાન બોલવું છે, એ બધું કાઉન્ટ થાય એના અંદર. બાકી જે ખિદમત છે ને જે ફિઝિકલ ખિદમત ફોર અધર્સ, બીજા માટે ઈ તમારી ગુડ ડીડ્સના અંદર તમારા સારા કામના અંદર કાઉન્ટ થાય છે યુ નો તમારા ગુડ ડીડ્સના અંદર કાઉન્ટ થાય છે ખિદમત કરવી બહુ જ જરૂરી છે લેકિન એ તમારી એક્સ્ટ્રા ઓર્ડિનરી છે ઇબાદત એક્સ્ટ્રા ઓર્ડિનરી ગુડ ડીડ્સ છે તમારા તો તમે શું કરો 3 કલાક પોતાની રૂહને આપો 1-2 કલાક જમાતની ખિદમત બી કરો સારી વાત છે કરવી જોઈએ જી
થેન્ક યુ
કરીમભાઈ यू वेलकम फरजाना गो अहेड
जी जालिम सर एक तो क्वेश्चन मेरा ये आपने आप आंसर दिया कि तो हम जो रेगुलर हमारी फराइज इबादत है एक सुबह की 1 घंटे की हाजिरी 1.5 घंटे की और शाम को आधे घंटा क्या वो भी काउंट होती है
हाँ
मेरे
वो
दो
तो 2 घंटे
क्वेश्चन से
हुए जी
जी वो भी 3
इसके बाद
घंटे में
1 घंटा
काउंट
और होना चाहिए
और
आपको
सर ओके और एक क्वेश्चन ये रहा कि एक है ना जब हम इबादत में जब आप इस तरह से नहीं बैठ सकते हेल्थ कंडीशन की वजह से तो किसी भी पोजीशन में बैठ सकते हैं पांव लंबे करके कुछ भी और एक और
जैसा भी
क्वेश्चन था
आपको
कि
अच्छा लगे
और एक और क्वेश्चन था कि आप है ना ये जो स्पीच क्या बात बोलते हैं तो मैंने किसी से बात की मेरे फ्रेंड से तो वो बोल रहे हैं कि ना मतलब ऐसा किसने बोला है ये ना
मोला पापा ने बोला है मैं
वो
अपनी तरफ से कुछ भी नहीं
किस में
बोलता हूँ
मतलब किस बुक में लिखा नहीं 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 नहीं, नहीं मेरा मत जी जी मतलब मैंने कहा आप में वजह दीन में है या कोई सी बुक में है कि मैं पढ़ूं
नहीं 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 मोला पापा का फरमान है मोला पापा का फरमान है खुद मोला पापा का फरमान है मोला पापा
अच्छा 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 सॉरी मैंने
ने
कहा भी नजर
बाकायदा फरमाया जब एक नॉर्मली बैतुल खाल में मौला पापा कभी भी नहीं बोलते हैं कि किसी को सवाल है पूछो मेरे से राइट एक
जी
ही खाली जगह पर मौला पापा ने पूछा एक ही फरमान मुझे पता है हो सकता है ज्यादा हो मुझे नहीं पता है फरमान पढ़ने वाले आप लोग हैं मैं नहीं हूं एक जगह पर मौला पापा ने बैतुल ख्याल के अंदर पूछा कि किसी को कोई सवाल है क्योंकि मौला पापा तो दिल की बात जानता है ना एक आदमी ने हाथ उठाया और कहा कि मौला पापा ये मैं सेकंड टाइम आया हूं इसमें आजम लेने के लिए मैं अपने इसमें आजम पर तवज्जो नहीं दे सकता हूं इफ anybody would like to ask me this in English I will be happy to explain in English फरजाना she is asked question in Urdu तो मैं इसको उर्दू में जवाब देता हूं तो मौला पापा को पूछा कि मौला पापा मैं दूसरी मर्तबा आया हूं मेरा ध्यान नहीं लगता है इसमें आजम पे मौला पापा ने बोला खड़े हो जाओ मुझे बताओ कि तुम कैसा इसमें आजम बोलते हो तो वो आदमी खड़ा हो गया थोड़ा नर्वस भी हो गया डरने लगा मौला पापा ने बोला डरो नहीं बताओ तुम किस तरह इसमें आजम पढ़ते हो अब उसका इसमें आजम क्या था वो तो मुझे पता नहीं है लेकिन चले हम फर्ज कर लेते हैं कि उसका इसमें आजम याली याली था तो उसने बोला मौला पापा मैं इस तरह से इसमें आजम पढ़ता हूँ याली 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 जब उसने 3 मरतबा बोला तो मौला पापा ने उसको बोला ठहरो स्टॉप मौला पापा ने बोला कि मैंने तुम्हारी गलती को पकड़ लिया तो वो बोलता खुदाविन क्या गलती की मैंने बोला कि जिस तरह से तुम इसमें आजम पढ़ते हो इस तरह से नहीं पढ़ना होता है फिर मौला पापा इसको एक्सप्लेन करते हैं कि इस तरह से इसमें आजम पढ़ो याली 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 कोई भी दरमियान के अंदर गैप नहीं होना चाहिए तुम्हारे एक याली और दूसरे याली के दरमियान में गैप नहीं होना चाहिए फिर वापस मौला पापा फरमाते हैं देखो इस तरह से पढ़ो याली 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 इतनी स्पीड में पढ़ो कि दरमियान में कोई भी ध्यान खींचने वाला ना आ जाए देखा ये मौला ने खुद एक्सप्लेन किया है
सर कौन से फरमान में है ताकि मैं
वो
उसको
फरमान
देख
को आपको बिल्कुल ऑडियो में है ऐसा भी नहीं है
सकूं ओके
ऑडियो
अच्छा
है बाकायदा
सर शेयर कर
जी
सकते हैं क्योंकि मेरे फ्रेंड को बताऊं
इंशाल्लाह
ठीक है थैंक यू
फ्रेंड को आप बताएं लेकिन सबके साथ आपको पहले पता होना चाहिए कि
जी
ये
मुझे
बात
मालूम
हकीकत जी
जी
हकीकत ये है अगर आप अपने इसमें आजम को आस्था पढ़ेंगे तो शैतान दरमियान में ये तो लॉजिकल बात हो गई कितनी लॉजिकल बात है कि अगर आप आस्ते आस्ते पढ़ेंगे तो शैतान तो बीच में घुस जाएगा उसको जगह ही नहीं दे, आप अंदर आने की जगह ना दे। ये तो कितनी लॉजिकल बात है। तो मौला ने एक जगह पर सिर्फ मेरे को पता है, दूसरी जगह पर मुझे नहीं पता है। अगर किसी को पता है तो वो शेयर कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू। Does everyone understood? Do I
जी
need to
सर,
explain this in English?
yes sir, please.
Yes, yes,
So
please. Thank you.
my sister was asking that why do we need to say the Isme Azam with such a speed? Is there a book or is it somewhere that we can learn about that? And I said, it is not me, but it is Imam's Farman himself. Mullah Bapa has talked about that. Normally, Mullah Bapa do not ask question during the Betul Kyal bowl ceremony. But this is one time only that I know of. If there are other times, and if you know, please share. That when Mullah Bapa asks, because he knows what is in your heart, what is in your mind. So he read somebody's mind. In this one instant, Mullah Baba said, is there any question that anyone like to ask me? This one gentleman raised his hand and said, Mullah Baba, this is second time I'm coming to you for bowl, as I cannot concentrate on my bowl. Mullah Baba said, stand up. Tell me, how do you recite your bowl? Gentleman got a little bit scared. Mullah Baba said, don't be scared. It's okay. Tell me, how do you recite your bowl? I don't know what was the bowl, but let's say in example, he said, Mullah Baba, my bowl is Yali, and this is how I recite. Yali, Yali, Yali. Mullah Baba says, stop. I've understood what is your problem. Your problem is your speed. Then Mullah himself showed him how to recite Isme Azam. Yali, 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 Yali. Mullah Baba explained that your speed should be as such that no other thought should be able to enter your mind. If you say it slowly, the other thought will come in between and you will not be able to concentrate. Keep your speed at such level that no other thoughts will enter your mind. And that is so logical. Even if Mullah Baba had not said that, it would make sense. It's logical that you do not want other thoughts to enter your mind. But Mullah Baba is so merciful that he teaches us like children. Not that he had to teach us that. That is natural. That's logical. That if you are not able to concentrate on your spasm, increase your speed. Don't let other thought comes in the middle. That is logical. G. Thank you for asking. There was somebody else who was trying to say something in the middle.
Right, sir, we have a question in the chat. Friend asking, sir, does doing Giri Azari and acquiring ilm through books, wise and ilmi session comes in your the sound of time for your soul? Please clarify. I just don't want to cheat myself.
Looks like you are counting the minutes. You want to make sure you have 180 minutes. That's what you're trying to do. Then, with light-hearted, I can say, we don't have to count 180 minutes. Make sure, I don't know how you give your dasan. Let's talk about dasan for a minute. Maybe you're not understanding what I'm telling you about the dasan. Do you count your dasan before you give your dasan? Like right down to a penny? I made $100, I'm going to give $12.50. Or do you give $13 even? You don't have to answer me on this line. ask yourself, do you count your money down to the penny when you're giving the son? Like literally, I made $100 and you go with $13 to Jamaat, you ask for change, take 50 cents, keep 50 cents in your pocket, put $12.50 and give for your son. Do you do that? If your answer is yes, then I think the problem starts from there. Your problem is starting from the son, not about the 3 hour. Don't be stingy in giving the son. Give more than what you think your the son is. Meaning, when it comes to the son, don't count pennies. If it's $12.50, give $13, give $14, give $15. So you never be shortchanged. You will never cheat yourself. Because that's not the thing where you want it to be stingy. If you want it to be frugal somewhere else. But when it comes to the son, don't be frugal. Give more than you owe. If you understand that part, your second question, I hope already have been answered. Your ilm, right now, this is our ilmi ibadat. If your question is, can we count this? Sure, you can count that. But you wanted to do more than counting, because counting is not the way to go, brother. Because if you are counting, then, you know, I've seen some people, they use tasbih, right? Tasbih, 11 times, 33 times, 100 times. In the beginning, maybe you wanted to use tasbih, but you will never find Bhagat, Arifin, Alim, teachers using tasbih. You use tasbih to concentrate, not to count. You understand this concept? You use tasbih to concentrate, not to count. If you are counting by using tasbih, I think you are already missing the point. There is no count. When you want to give to Imam, give more. Do not count. Do not count. I hope I made my point. I don't know what you were expecting from this Garib and Nachis, but that would be my opinion, my advice to you. G.
Right, so the friend's asking, the second time I took the Isme Azam, so should I be reciting my first Isme Azam as well?
There are two answers to that, okay? The reason I wanted to give you two answers, because Imam himself has given two answers to that question. Imam himself has given two answers to that question. One is, in one place Mullah Baba says, this is your additional bowl. The word additional means you keep the old one and you have the new one. Second, other place Mullah Baba says, now I'm giving you this Isme Azam. From going forward, you use this Isme Azam. What did Mullah Baba tell you when you went for your Isme Azam? You do what Mullah Baba told you. Because there are two different ways. If Mullah Baba did not say anything, he did not say this is the additional Isme Azam, or Mullah Baba did not use the word that from going forward use this Isme Azam, then you do what you wish. Because Mullah Baba left it to you. Now, if you're asking for my opinion, First, you do what Mola Papa told you, okay? That's no question in that. Whatever Mola Papa told you when you went for your second istihara. The first one, the second one, or Mola Papa did not say anything. Then it is up to you. You want to use first one and second one combinedly, or first one first and second one second, and both same time. That's fine. What my opinion? Why one or two Ismi Azam? Why don't you have three Ismi Azam? Why don't you have four Ismi Azam? I don't know how old are you. Each time Mullah Baba comes, go get Ismi Azam. You can never say, because I have $1 million, that's enough. No, you can always have to work. Why you have one Ismi Azam or two Ismi Azam? Go get another one. You can have 3 or 4 Ismi Azam. There is no limit how many Ismi Azam you should have. Right? So that is my garib and humble opinion. G.
Yani Madad, sir,
Yali Madad.
you know, I really regret like it's gone. Mola was here. I did ask the question last time that, you know, I had my bowl and I asked somebody and they said, no, it's the scene on you that you're going to take another bowl. I wish I'd asked a Vizin or something like that, right?
I know, so sad that we cannot make this kind of decision ourselves and we rely on other. I always will say, use your logic, because our tariqa is the tariqa of logic and intellect. Who would say that I do not want more of the good thing? Who would say that? Like, oh no, I had one birthday, I don't want another birthday now. We have a birthday every year. Who would say, I already eaten biryani one time, I don't want another biryani? Who would say that? You always want good things in more and more quantity. So sad, right? That somebody told you and you missed the chance, but it's okay. It's no
I wish, sir,
problem.
I had connected with you earlier. Mane khabar what I would have connected with you earlier.
No problem. Mola Baba Mirban che.
I mean,
પાછો આવશે ને પાછો ઇસ્મે આઝમ
I
આવશે.
mean,
No problem.
yes, sir. Please, બીજો question છે મારા પાસે. I don't know if
જી.
it's true. મારી auntie કીધું તું, is there તમારા પાસે difficulties કઈ હોય તો is there a special 7-day સલવાતનો સતારો હોય છે for 7 days or no?
There is a mushkil Azam Sataro, you know.
That I know, but they said there's a મુશ્કિલ, but they said this is not jamati but your own. તમે પોતે કાઢો ઘરે 7 દિવસનો
Oh, yeah,
સતારો
yeah,
હોય.
yeah. Oh, that's the old thing. Yeah, absolutely. Why 7 days? Why not 11? Why not 40? Oh, absolutely, you should do that. That is just our excuse to make extraordinary effort to remember Mola Baba. That's a good deed. You should do that.
ને
Everybody
પછી
should do that.
ને સર
Yeah.
બીજો ક્વેશ્ચન છે, what is the significance કે 7 દિવસ આપણે પড়ે 11 કે 40 દિવસ? Is there something special on that or it is your own concept what you feel in your mind?
Whatever you like.
Okay, okay.
આપણો તરીકામાં કોઈ બોજ નહીં, આ જબરદસ્તી નથી ના. આપણને 7 દિવસ સારું લાગે, 11 દિવસ સારું લાગે, 40 દિવસ સારું લાગે. આને ખાલી કે છે નિયત. તમે જે બી નિયત કરો પછી એને પૂરી કરો. 7 દિવસની હોય કે 11 દિવસની હોય કે 40 દિવસની હોય, કાંઈ ફરક નથી પડતો.
Okay, thank you. ને છેલ્લો ક્વેશ્ચન સર, હું છે ને પેલા પરોળે ખાની જાતી બિફોર કોવિડ, હમણાં એટલો ટાઈમ તે હું સાવ બંધ કરી નાખીશ. હું શું કરું ટુ મોટિવેટ માય સેલ્ફ કે 4 થાય ને પછી મને લાઈક આઈ થિંક શેતાન હોય છે, આઈ ડોન્ટ, હું ઘરે નથી કરી શકતી, બટ વોટ કેન આઈ ડુ ટુ લાઈક યુ નો સ્ટાર્ટ? આઈ નો ઇટ્સ અ સ્ટુપિડ ક્વેશ્ચન ટુ આસ્ક બિકોઝ ઇટ ઇઝ મારો પોતાનો વ્હીલ છે જવા વાસ્તે. તો શું કરું જવા વાસ્તે ખાને?
એક સવાલ પૂછું, તમે રાતના કેટલા વાગે સુવો?
10 10:30 વાગે સુઈ જાઉં છું સર.
બહુ મોડું સુવો છો તમે, 9 9:30 વાગે સુઈ જાઓ.
ઓકે,
સમજ્યા ને? તાકે તમારે 2 વાગ્યા 3 વાગ્યા પછી નિંદર જ ના આવે. સુસ્તી ખતમ થઈ ગઈ ને, નિંદર પૂરી થઈ ગઈ. તો તમે 2 વાગે ઉઠી જશો તો પછી શું કરશો? થોડી તસબી કરશો, થોડી ઘેરાદારી કરશો, પછી ચોમાસાને જશો.
હા, શુક્ર. ઓકે,
આપણે મોડા સુઈએ તો પછી આપણે સુસ્તી થાય ને.
હા, સાચી વાત છે.
પછી બીજી ચીજ એક કરો, તમે રાતના સુવાથી પહેલે થોડી એક્સ્ટ્રા જેટલી બી તમે તસબી કરો છો, મને ખબર છે કરતા હશો, એનેથી થોડી 2 મિનિટ વધારે કરી ને અગર તમારી કમરમાં જોર હોય તો 2-4 સજદા કરી ને મોલા બાપાને કહો, મોલા બાપા હું નથી કરી શકતી, તું મને આવીને હેલ્પ કર. હું તમને એક દાખલો સંભળાવું. એક ભાઈએ મને કીધું એક દફા કે એને બહુ સુસ્તી થતી ઇબાદતમાં. તો એ કીધું કે મેં એક દફા નિયત કરી કે મોલા બાપા તું મને આવીને મને મદદ કરી લે, હું નથી કરી શકતી. કે એવું બન્યું દાખલો કે જેવું હું સવારનો ઉઠી ને તો મને એમ લાગ્યું કે મોલા બાપા મારા પલંગના બાજુમાં ઉભા છે ને મારા હાથ પકડી ને મને જાલીને ઉભો કર્યો કે હાલ જમાત કરે. બસ ઈ કે મને એમ લાગ્યું, મને ખબર નથી કે મોલા બાપા હતા કે નહીં, લેકિન મને એમ લાગ્યું. તમે બી યા એબ્સોલ્યુટલી તમે મોલા બાપાની મદદ માંગો, મોલા બાપા તમારી મદદ કરશે.
થેન્ક યુ સર, થેન્ક યુ. અમે એટલું બધું જાણવાનું મળ્યું છે ફ્રોમ બોટમ ઓફ મોલા તમારી સેવા કરે દીન દુનિયામાં.
આમીન આમીન આમીન.
થેન્ક યુ સો મચ સર, થેન્ક યુ.
શુક્ર મોલા. જી
હસભાઈ યારી મદદ.
જી કરીમભાઈ.
એક ખુલાસો પાછું મને તમને પૂછ્યું હતું કે તમે જે વાત કરી, હવે જે માણસ લોકો જે ચિઠ્ઠી બદલાવા જાય છે એ એક ડિસિઝન લઈને જાય છે. મને એ લાગે છે, હવે મને જરા ક્લેરિફાઈ તમે કરી આપો તો તમારો ઘણો આભાર. કે જયારે આપણે પોતે આપણે ઇન્ટેન્શન કરી મોલાની હુઝુરમાં જવામાં, આપણે ચિઠ્ઠી બદલાવવામાં જાય છે, તો મને લાગે છે કે જો આપણે પોતે એ પગલો ભર્યો ચિઠ્ઠી બદલાવાનું, તો પછી આપણા ઉપર જવાબદારી થાય છે કે જે નવો બોલ આપણે મોલાએ બક્ષિસ આપી છે એની ઉપર આપણે ધ્યાન દેવાનું, નંબર 1. અને પછી બીજું મને પૂછા કરું હતું કે આગળ જતા જે પણ ચિઠ્ઠી બદલાવે છે ત્યારબાદ કે મોલાની જાહેરી હુઝુરમાં જ ચિઠ્ઠી બદલાવાનું હોય કે પછી ઇબાદતમાં પણ આપણે એ પ્રમોશન્સ આવી શકે?
બે સવાલ બહુ જ સારા છે. I hope everyone understands Gujarati. If you don't, ask me, I can translate it in Urdu or English, okay? But I love, because if you ask me a question in Gujarati, I will answer you in Gujarati. Okay. તો આપણે જ્યારે સેકન્ડ બોલ લેવા જાય છે ને તો બે વજહથી જાય છે. 2 રીઝન હોય છે એના. એક રીઝન હોય છે આપણે કહીએ છીએ કે મારો બોલ જે મારા આગળ છે ને એ મારા માટે કામ નથી કરતો, એને ચિઠ્ઠી બદલાવું કહે છે. ને બીજો એ રીઝન હોય છે કે મને બહુ મજા આવે છે, શું મોલા બાપા મને એક બીજો બોલ આપી શકે છે કે મારી વધારે તરક્કી થાય? તો જોયું આપણી નિયત બે હતી. હંમેશા ચિઠ્ઠી બદલાવાની નથી હોતી. ચિઠ્ઠી બદલાવાનો જે વર્ડ એના માટે ઇસ્તેમાલ કરે છે, ને મોલા બાપા પોતાના ફરમાનમાં કીધું છે આ વાત કે તમે અગર અહીંયા એના માટે આવ્યા છો કે આજે જે તમારા ઘર બોલ છે જે પેલે મેં આપ્યો હતો ને તમને એમ લાગે છે કે એ બોલ તમારા માટે કામ નથી કરતો, તો હું તમને બીજો બોલ આપવાનો. લેકિન અગર તમારી નિયત એ હતી કે મને બહુ જ મજો આવે છે જે બોલ મારા ઘર છે, તો હવે હું જઈને મોલા બાપાને કહું મને અજુન ઉપર લઈ જા, તો આના અંદર ઈ એડિશનલ બોલ હોય છે ને પેલાના અંદર બોલ બદલાઈ જાય છે. તમે જોયું કે તમારો રીઝન શું હતો જવાનો, એના માથે ડિપેન્ડ કરે છે. ઈ જ હોલમાં તમને 4 કિસ્મના માણસો મળશે. તમને હેરત થતી હશે, 4 કિસ્મના માણસો સેકન્ડ ટાઈમ ઇસ્મે આઝમ લેવા જાય છે. પહેલા જે બોલ ભૂલી ગયા છે, બીજા જેના માટે બોલ કામ નથી કરતો, ત્રીજા જેને મજો આવે છે એને એડિશનલ બોલ જોઈએ છે, ને ચોથા મારા જેવા કે મોલા બાપા મને બીજું ઇનામ દે, મોલા બાપા મને પાછું તું ખાના વદાન કે, મોલા બાપા તું મારા માથે એક નજર નાખ મીઠી કે હું ઓર બી આગળ વધું. આ ચોથા કિસ્મના. તમને શું બનવું છે ખબર છે? ચોથા કિસ્મના માણસ બનો. પેલા બી નહીં બનજો, બીજા બી નહીં બનજો, ત્રીજા બી નહીં બનજો, ચોથા બનો. એટલે કે મોલા બાપા તો રહેમતના દરિયા ખોલીને તમને આપે છે, લ્યો 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 લ્યો. એ તો રહેમતનો દરિયો છે, તમે લેતા જાઓ, મનાસ કામે કરો છો, લેતા જાઓ લેતા જાઓ. આપણને કોઈ બર્થડે ની ગિફ્ટ આપે, ક્રિસમસમાં કોઈ ગિફ્ટ આપે, તો પછી પાછો બીજું બર્થડે આવે ને બીજી ગિફ્ટ આવે, તો આપણે એને નથી કહેતા કે આ પુરાની ગિફ્ટ છે ને તું લઈ જા પાછો ને મને નવી ગિફ્ટ આપ, એમ નથી કહેતા ને આપણે. એવી રીતે જ તમે પુરાનો બોલ આપી ના દો, બલકી 1 2 3 4 લ્યો લ્યો લ્યો, મોલા તો આપી રહ્યો છે, એ આપણને ક્યાં રોકી રહ્યો છે? સમજ્યા કરીમભાઈ?
થેન્ક યુ
સર
સો
એક
મચ
સવાલ સોરી.
જી, એક લેટ મી ફિનિશ વિથ કરીમભાઈ. કરીમભાઈ તમે
ઓકે.
સમજી ગયા?
અઝીઝભાઈ, થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ ફોર ધેટ ક્લેરિટી.
शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, थैंक यू. गो अहेड फरजाना.
सर जब मतलब मैं भी गई थी इसमें सेकेंड टाइम, तो जब ले लिया तो फिर वो कितने लोगों ने मुझे मतलब वो कर रहे हैं डिस्करेज के, लाइक अगर तो सुल्तान शाह के फरमान में बोलते हैं कि पहले का बजाया हुआ काम अगर नहीं किया है, खानगी फरमान में है, तो दूसरे की आशा नहीं रखो. तो ये भी बात सही है, तो सर फिर क्या करना
ओके,
चाहिए?
हाँ ये तो बहुत आसान सवाल है, बहुत ही आसान सवाल है. आपने एक इसमें आजम लिया है, आप इबादत के लिए उठते ही नहीं है, तो मौलापा ने क्या बोला कि पहले जो किया है उसको तो बोला पूरा करो, राइट? ये खाली बोला, ऐसा नहीं बोला कि वापस नहीं आना. आपको मौला पापा के फरमान एक नहीं, दो नहीं, शायद 3 फरमान मिलेंगे जहां पर मौला पापा ने बोला है कि मैं आज आपको इसमें आजम देता हूं, कल आप वापस आएंगे तो मैं आपको दूसरा इसमें आजम दूंगा, और फिर मैं जब वापस आऊंगा और आप वापस आएंगे तो मैं आपको तीसरा फरमान दूंगा, तो तीसरा इसमें आजम दूंगा. आपने देखा, मौला पापा के फरमान है ये सारे, और वो फरमान भी बिल्कुल दुरुस्त है कि अगर आपने एक इसमें आजम लिया और कभी भी आपने इबादत के लिए नहीं किया तो फिर वापस जाने की क्या जरूरत है? तो वो फरमान भी दुरुस्त है, ये फरमान भी दुरुस्त है. ठीक है
वो
जी.
दूसरे सेंस में लोग समझते हैं कि हमारा काम नहीं हुआ तो हम वापस क्यों गए. आई मीन
फरजाना एक बात मेरी याद रखें,
जी.
सब के सब लोग मौला बाबा के फरमान को नहीं समझते हैं, यही तो
ओके.
मसला है. वरना सब समझते हैं फरमान तो आज हम आसमान पर हवा में उड़ते होते कहीं. हाँ, आज बहुत देर हो गई. कमरे साहब, और हमारे कोई दोस्त, कोई साथी, एनीवन, एनी क्वेश्चन? I know
Thank
we
you
have
so much,
taken
sir.
longer than normal. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mola accept your seva. Thank you so much. We learned so much from your sessions. Thank you.
Ameen. Shukar Mola. Shukar Mola. It's all belong to Imam Zaman. Nothing is
No,
mine.
but no, thank you. But you take the time to give us the knowledge, sir. Really, thank you so much.
Shukar Alhamdulillah. Thank you everyone. Yali Madad.
Mulali
Thank you,
Madad, sir.
Yali.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yali
Yali
Mother.
Madad.
Yali Mother.
Yali Madad.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
Yali Mother.
you. Yali Madad.
Yeah,
Yali
Yali
Madad,
Mother.
sir.